Owen, I don't know if you got to watch the Chiefs game this week. Did you know that there was a celebrity there?
Who could have possibly been, man? Like, I didn't hear anything about this.
I don't know if you've ever heard of this person. They've kind of dominated the news cycle for the last year or two. I really couldn't
Beyonce?
believe I can't. I really couldn't believe she was there. I just had heard so much about her that honestly, it was like a question on whether or not she'd show up. But they kept cutting back to
Donna
her.
Kelsey?
Absolutely, yes, it was Donna Kelsey. God damn
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Yes, I mean, of course, you had to have the queen herself out there. Uh, but guys, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to talk just a little bit about Taylor Swift. Welcome into Dawn. That's true. Let's roll. I hope that's nice and loud. That's so loud. I know that's got to be so loud for people. Oh, welcome everybody back to another episode of Dahm. That's true. Of course, I'm your host with the most, Truman and Owen. As always, I'm joined by the bomb.
Boom!
Kaboom! Owen Dahm. This week, we're going to talk Chiefs Bears. Honestly, there's just not a ton to talk about with Chiefs Bears. How do you talk about a beatdown in so many ways? I think people are not talking about that with how much it was a lot about Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, and they're like, oh, they cut to Taylor Swift more than they talked about the Chiefs. Listen, guys, it was a bad game. I think if it was an interesting game, I think we wouldn't have got as much Taylor Swift as we did. But it was a bad game, right? It was awful. It was a beatdown.
No, it was terrible. It was almost as bad as Broncos Dolphins, but I don't even want to talk about that game. Just
No,
atrocious.
the most interesting game going on, the most interesting thing going on in that game was Taylor Swift being there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get the anger. I get why
Almost as
people are upset.
interesting as yeah, it's almost as interesting as my Grub Buds order getting here right when the podcast episode starts. But on a ranking of things, Taylor Swift might be a little bit higher.
Taylor Swift or Owen's Grubhub order getting here right at the moment. I don't know. But welcome everybody into Don That's True. Today we're going to talk about, of course, Chiefs Bears. We're going to talk about Chiefs Jets. Man, a game that we really thought was going to be a lot better, and is now looking like another maybe redo of Chiefs Bears. We're going to do the overreactions with the Owerreactor. We've got 29 of them. People sent in via Twitter or Snapchat. We might have a little call to my sister to again talk about Taylor Swift. We've got, of course, our NFC South team of the week. Gonna be a little harder this week. A lot of disappointment in the NFC South this week. I believe all the teams lost, so good luck. We're gonna ask who the best team in the NFL is after Week 3. We're gonna review mine and Owen's Week 3 picks from the beginning of the year. We're also gonna talk about Owen's 5-team parlay, so that'll be really nice. I don't think this one cashed, but we'll see. Yeah, you'll have to stay tuned into there. Owen, top 5 this week is top 5 Taylor Swift songs you can name without looking it up.
Oh, dude,
That's
I
right.
might have a top 3.
No, I want to see how many you can get. I want to, and if you can't get 5, I want you just to guess.
Okay.
So there you go. Oh, and let's start with Chiefs Bears takeaways. Listen, let's get it out of the way now, real quick. Taylor Swift was there.
Yeah.
I know everybody's got an opinion about the Taylor Swift thing. I know everybody's upset. Oh, I just want to talk about football. What do we talk about football? Listen, it is cool that Taylor Swift, the most popular person, I think, in the US for sure, if not the world right now,
Yeah.
was at your game to date your tight end. I mean, I was thinking about this the other night. So my girlfriend's family was in town. They are from Chicago. They're Bears fans. We watched the game in my apartment, and man, just that dismantling. Really, really terrible.
Yeah.
But Tina went to K-State. We started dating in 2018. That's when she really started to become a Chiefs fan instead of a Bears fan. She really wasn't much of a Bears fan, but now she's pretty solidly Chiefs. I was thinking about that. She joined in 2018. It was Patrick Mahomes' first year as a starter. She's never had, she had an AFC championship game loss, so it was heartbreaking. That was kind of classic Chiefs. But she's seen 2 Super Bowls, a Super Bowl loss, an AFC and she's seen 2 AFC Championship games losses. That's the worst she's ever seen is 2 AFC Championship game losses. I was reminiscing this week. We were talking about it at work. We talked about 2013, the Javon Pelcher all that craziness, madness that happened. But like, just to think that we've gone in 10 years from 2-14 to Super Bowl champions, and our star tight end is dating the most famous person in the world. That's that's insanity.
That is a crazy trajectory, and that I think it just kind of cements where the Chiefs are at.
Right.
We're now at that spot where we're the villain. Our players are dating famous people. One of our players has the most popular, sports podcast. Sorry, excuse me, I'm just totally blanking. Participates in the most popular sports podcast right now out there, New Heights. With Jason and Travis, and it's just kind of it will never feel real to me that the Chiefs are defending Super Bowl champions, let alone that in the last 5 years the least we've gone is the AFC Championship game, which is just fucking insane. I'm sure you share these sentiments with me, but I would just like to remind all of Chiefs Kingdom to really relish in this opportunity that we have right now, because it's not going to last forever, but we really need to enjoy it while we've got it.
Oh yeah, I mean, just don't take it for granted. Honestly,
I know I won't.
Just don't. I don't know how to describe it. It's a symptom of a larger thing, and people are, I think they're kind of missing it. I know we're all, I wish we would talk about the Chiefs more. Listen, they are talking about the Chiefs. CNN reported on the Chiefs. It's 610. Carrington Harrison actually had a really good talking point about it. They showed like the Last Dance documentary, and like people kept on showing up for that final bowl season when they knew all the bowls were going to be there, and they won that on the Last Dance. A bunch of celebrities showed up. You're essentially now that. You're now the 96 bowls of football, because everybody wants to be there. Everybody wants to see it. And your tight end is good enough. The tight end, a position that he himself has kind of redefined. Tony Gonzalez started redefining it. Travis Kelce and Gronkowski and Kittle, they've put the punctuation on it. And now a tight end is dating the most popular person in the world. And it's the Chiefs tight end.
Right.
It is probably the greatest tight end of all time.
I'm still not sure the Chiefs are at that level of popularity yet. And it might be just because of Kansas City in general. But, like Last Dance, Chicago. LeBron and Kobe, LA. If Patrick Mahomes, at the end of his career, when he's like doing his retirement run, can manage to draw those celebrities, just, random rappers, random big music artists, random influencers, to the point where they're like, hey, this person's here, and this person's here, and this person's here. In Arrowhead, that would be crazy.
In Mahomes' final season, do you remember Kobe when he went off for like 80 points or 60 points in his final game? And there's that video of Snoop Dogg doing like this. And it's like they just were like, boom, celebrity, boom, celebrity, boom, celebrity, as it just showed people celebrating Kobe going crazy. People are going to do that for Mahomes. People are going to do that for Mahomes. I mean, everybody will be there. I mean, they'll find ways to show people. The suites will be sold out. Every ticket will be $1,000 to get in. It will be insane.
I sure hope so, man. He deserves it. He deserves
what we
every
are building
penny
in
of
Kansas
that contract
City
that he's continuing to redo.
Yeah. I mean, it's unlike anything we've seen so far. Because even Tom Brady, when he was starting, we didn't have social media. We didn't have ways to make Tom Brady as popular as maybe he became in 2015, 2014, finally with social media and winning those Super Bowls later on. Patrick Mahomes is already that level of popular. He's already got that level of world renown. There's people in other countries around the world who probably won't say, "Oh, I know who Tom Brady is," but who's Patrick Mahomes? That doesn't exist. If they know Tom Brady, they probably know Patrick Mahomes. If they know anything about the NFL, one of the things there's people who still probably only know the Dallas Cowboys exist, and that's their favorite team.
Right.
But outside of that, it's Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady are, I would say, probably the same amount of world recognition. I don't think that's crazy to say.
I mean, and people already hate Mahomes because of his quote wife, and people hate his wife.
Well, it's his real wife.
That
you
means
don't
you
have
made
to
it.
quote wife. It's real.
Yeah, that's so. When people already have that kind of weirdo behavior on your
Right.
significant others or your family, you've made it.
Yes. Oh yeah. People hate your family like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just bizarre.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, we're here, baby.
And he's
And we're
ours.
not leaving anytime soon.
This team is ours. I mean,
Yeah.
It's crazy the times that we're in right now. We used to pray for times like this, and here we are.
And we've earned it. We suffered through the trenches.
We suffered bad. Listen, the Chiefs were never the worst. They didn't lose for 10 straight years like the Browns or the Raiders. Whenever one of those teams wins a Super Bowl in the next 50 years, it'll be really exciting. But
Yeah, sure.
But
Well, if they
we didn't
win.
suffer like that, but we suffered in a very unique kind of way, a very heartbreaking kind of way.
In a get your hopes up just to see them get dashed at every opportunity kind of way. This doesn't make sense how this team has had this kind of failure for so long kind of way.
Right, 50 years. It's not quite like I would say the Vikings are more tortured.
Oh, absolutely. I would much rather have in 2018 I would much rather have been the Chiefs than the Vikings or the Bills.
I don't think that's
because
true.
even I'd rather have one old ass Super Bowl and make the playoffs almost every year than four Super Bowl losses and not really getting that close.
I guess that's fair. That's fair. Okay. All right. I feel like this is a good place to do this while we're getting the Taylor Swift stuff out of the way. Let's call Sawyer. Let's call our resident Taylor Swift correspondent. Call Sawyer.
I love it.
Let's see. Thank you, Siri. Here she goes.
I apologize to the people on YouTube. I've had a busy streaming schedule. We did a roast of Vincent on the other pod.
What up?
What up?
You want to talk about Taylor Swift?
Of course I want to talk about Taylor Swift. I always want to talk about Taylor Swift.
Well, that makes sense.
Okay, so Taylor Swift was at the game this week, obviously, but earlier in the week, Travis invited her to the game, and everyone's like, she's not going to go. But then she was wearing opal jewelry, an opal ring. And you know what opal is? Yeah, what? Travis Kelce's birthstone.
I wouldn't
Suspicious?
Taylor Swifties already know more about Travis Kelce than I know about Travis Kelce.
I know, because women are impressive. Keep up.
What month is Travis Kelce born in?
Well, it's opal, so none of your fucking business.
You don't even know what month opal is?
No, why would I know that?
Okay, all right. Keep going.
I think it's a summer month. No, Danny's opal, so it's got to be June.
Okay, thank you. I did see you showed we showed a video. There's a video on TikTok of people rolling away a popcorn box.
Yes, I sent that to you.
Yeah.
So, her thing, we talked about this last week for the viewers. Right. Her shtick is leaving in suitcases and going to her concerts in the custodian cart. And there was a video leaving the suites of a giant Topsy's it looks like a hot box. If anyone who's worked in catering knows what that is. Mm-hmm. And people are like, you cannot convince me that that's not her. But also, I've never been in a suite at Arrowhead because I'm a peasant, but you have. Can you give some clarification about how the suite, I've been to suites at the Chesapeake to watch the Thunder, but not to Arrowhead. And so
they're just
I know that there's different entrances, and I don't know if there's direct entrance from the suites to the tunnels. Can you enlighten people about that?
I've sat in a suite, but I have never sat in a suite like that. That's a different kind of owner's suite kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like the presidential.
Where they have the massive windows and they open up. They're even lower. There's no all the suites that you have that the peasants can go to, essentially the let's call them the nobles, right? Because it's not the royalty, but it's the nobles can go to those suites. And they essentially they go to all those suites have outside seating down there that
Hey,
people are
Truman,
supposed to go
real
sit
quick, real
in,
quick,
and then
real
you go
quick.
up and eat in the suite. And then the one
Truman,
behind the glass, there's no outside seating in front of it. So it's all inside the glass, and those windows open up if you want to. Like Brittany Mahomes famously got, like, people were shit talking her because she sprayed champagne out of one of those onto the people
she
below
got
her.
chastised for that. But if you'll recall, Ryan and his wife were there. They were like, no, the crowd was like yelling to do it. Like everyone was like, do it. And then everyone on the internet was like, that's so rude and she's the worst. And everyone hates her for no reason.
Well,
like
Barstool Sports picked it up, so it means all the weird guys picked it up with Barstool Sports because that's what happened. Same thing.
Yeah.
Well, I would say it was the same thing with Jackson Mahomes before, he became a criminal. Now we're all on the same page with Jackson Mahomes, but.
Yeah, Truman,
and
real quick. You know who
Brittany
would
and
know
Patrick's
about
son,
those
Bronze
super
Mahomes.
mega
It was
bougie
his
seats?
first game, and it kind of got overshadowed.
Hold on. What were you saying, Owen?
Yeah.
Who would know about your brother, right? Your brother would know about the suites,
My
right?
little brother, yes. He was in the super mega bougie seats once.
I'll call your brother.
Yeah, I'm going to call him. So continue going,
Okay, but not
I'm
right
gonna
now because this is my time. Anyway,
Yeah, right.
Right. I'm really good at sharing.
Okay.
And I have dogs on me, but
we shared a womb.
We did share a womb, but then they went to Pearl. That's the restaurant that got bought out. So they had, anyone who had reservations was aware that at 8 p.m. someone had like rented out the restaurant. Pearl's on the plaza.
I thought it was Prime Social. Was it not Prime Social?
It is Prime Social. It's not Pearl. I was misspoken. You're correct. The 1 word, 5-letter P words. It's hard. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And like one girl posted on TikTok that her and her boyfriend were like eating there, her husband or whatever. I don't know. And then she had asked the server and was like, is it Taylor Swift? And the server's like, I don't know. We signed an NDA, which
means it's Taylor Swift.
No one normally is signing an NDA. Like, that's not a normal people thing to do.
Not in Kansas City, no.
Not in Kansas City. Yeah, maybe in LA or like New York, but not in, the Midwest.
In LA, yeah.
A lie. And then the girl posted a video of Travis Kelce's mom walking into the restaurant, and apparently so I guess she paid for everyone's meals who were like still there. She didn't pay for everyone's meals, but like anyone who was like still there at like 7:30 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like she paid for it to like encourage people to like GTFO.
I heard about that. Taylor Swift did, not Mama Kelce.
Yes, Taylor Swift did.
That's good.
And then afterwards they went cruising, and everyone's like getting the streets wrong. Everyone's like, oh, he took her on 9th and Prospect. I'm like, he's not taking Taylor Swift in a drop top with no tags on it through fucking Prospect, y'all. What are we talking about? Like, look at that. That's clearly right by, like, it's over by the River Market. I want to say Main Street, getting on to, sorry, I haven't lived in Kansas City in like 4 years, but getting on to.
Was that 35 down there? She's down by the River Market?
I think it's 35. It's under construction right now because they're adding another like entrance ramp.
Yeah,
but like
35.
going towards like Southwest Traffic Way
or
Southwest Boulevard.
Yeah, he took her to the River Market. He took her downtown, the River Market.
Literally, because
they were ate on the plaza.
He lives up north in Briarcliff, which is up kind of by where I used to live because I was bougie when I lived in Kansas City.
Right.
And so they were up north, and apparently the family bus was at his house afterwards because we have an inside source that got videos of the bus at his house. So I guess the whole family went there, which...
You have an inside source? Like me and you have an inside source? Or the Swifties have an inside source?
Me and you have an inside source. I got sent this personally.
Who was it? Was it our sister?
It was Marissa, which we have a girls group chat without you. I'm sorry.
I understand.
And we keep meaning to add Tina, but we're also feral in that group chat. And we're like, we don't want to scare her off.
You're not going to scare Tina off.
And yeah, and the whole bus was there. And I'm like, if this was a first date, it's very interesting that she was like, I'll sit with your mom.
Well, there's no way. So you might not have seen this, but the Chiefs during training camp, they set up cameras and they asked the players questions as they come down the hill.
Right.
And one of them was your celebrity crush. This was during training camp, which is in July, right?
I thought you were saying my celebrity crush. I was like, Gordon Ramsay was there? Why?
Weird. Ew. So old. Ew. So Travis Kelce, they came down the hill. Okay. I've been told there's 100% chance you can go from the super suites to the tunnels via the elevator, which makes sense. Okay.
Okay, that does make sense. I know everyone is like, everyone at the popcorn theory was like, there's got to be like a way to get from the suites to the tunnels. And I was like, that would actually make more sense.
Right. The people that were like claiming like that were just like sitting outside of there, and somebody sent us a map. We're not going to look at it, but somebody sent us a map. Like people were like sitting outside the suite to like see her as she goes past. I was like, do not. Like, it's just stop bothering her, you know? But, okay,
right,
so.
and also Chiefs tickets are expensive.
Right.
Like, you paid a lot of money to be at that game. Go watch the damn game.
Well, to be fair, the fourth quarter was basically a preseason game, so it wasn't worth watching. Okay.
Honestly, you're not wrong.
Okay, so preseason, in training camp in July, there's a question. It says, who's your celebrity crush? And Travis Kelce's looking at it, he's like, I don't know. And then Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the Chiefs wide receiver, comes up behind him and he says, as he's walking past, he says, Taylor Swif, and Travis goes, and just like, and then walks away. So I think, I mean, it's crazy that the Swifties haven't picked up on this yet, because there's no way.
I have not seen that on Swiftie Talk. That is interesting. And I see a lot of those preseason videos too on my For You page, and I did not see that one.
I saw somebody share the clip. I think it was either on Twitter or TikTok, but it's from TikTok. So, but go back and watch it. Maybe I'll try to find it later on. But so there's that. So that, and you know, by the time the public learns about celebrities dating, that news has been planted by those celebrities in the tabloids. They've called somebody. And Taylor Swift has so many NDAs and so many things that there's no way that they weren't dating for at least a month or two before this went public.
Like if that's their first date, that's a really big hard launch.
Right. Yes. It's a hard launch, not only for national television, but you're in the suite with Mama Kelsey, and then you go out to eat with the family, and then the family all goes up to Travis Kelce's house. And as we have a nosy family who is nosy, somebody in our family is tracking jets and said that Taylor Swift's jet hadn't left as of this afternoon.
And we would like to say that this family member does that for fun. This family member does that on the regular just for fun.
And they're incredible at it.
They're wonderful at it. If anyone needs a PI or someone who should be working for the CIA, let us know, because we have that person.
So, but yes.
But also, we just got Dumois just posted. Taylor Swift had notes from her team recovered from the stadium. So it's like Chiefs notes, smiley face. Let's go. Number 1, 11 players on offense, 11 players on defense. Arrowhead crowd considered 12th something.
12th man. 12th man.
Home field advantage. Yep. They get loud.
Yes.
2, louder when Chiefs on defense, less noise, cuts off. And then, Casey Mascot
less noise
is a
on
wolf,
offense,
who is a bit ridiculous. 4, Chiefs are owned by the Hunt family. 5, with a star. Typically, when the Chiefs score, they play the Hey song, Rock and Roll Part 2, something. Typically, when the Chiefs kick off, they play the Start Me Up, Rolling Stones, National Anthem. At the end, they say Chiefs.
Yep.
Nothing about the tomahawk chop, though, so.
Probably too problematic for her. That's fair.
Probably could get her canceled. Probably should have, people are trying to cancel the Chiefs fans over it, but they're like, you can take the tomahawk chop over my cold, dead body.
I think it's fine, but I don't know. They've worked with tribes and stuff. That's.
Yes, Truman, as a white man, I think you are the accurate source to decide what is culturally appropriate or not.
Well, not only am I a white man, Zor, I'm a white man with a podcast. Don't forget.
Yeah.
That's important.
He's in a very successful career as an engineer.
Yes. Very successful. That's, exactly the description. But
hey, at
okay.
least you have a job. Anyway.
All right. Is that, are we all caught up? Is there any other major talking points that we need to get?
I think we're all caught up. Also, the fact that he just drove her around Kansas City and it didn't appear to have any security. I'm sure they were following behind somewhere.
Oh,
but all the pictures leaked did not show security, and they're in a drop top with no license plates. And I'm like, man, she feels safe with him. Oh, also, of her public relationships, this is her 13th boyfriend. And for the Swifties, 13 is a very big number for Taylor Swift.
That is a big number. We all know that. As a Swiftie, we all know that. It's in her Twitter handle, Taylor Swift 13. We all know that. I can hear the bells. Yes. Okay. Fair enough.
What a good Hairspray reference.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, you like that?
Good.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
'Cause I was
that's
gonna do
a
that.
lot of crossover of Taylor Swift football fans and Hairspray the musical fans that we really hit here on Dawn. That's true. That's our niche. So
Yes. I'm
Okay.
glad you guys have a niche. Everyone needs a niche.
yeah, we for sure have a niche. Yeah. All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. I think that's it. I think Owen's ready to get talking about sports again. So this is
Right,
like
so
when
is
Owen
I
talks
here.
about the Premier League. Is
Owen hates women. You heard it here first.
What?
he's also been eating food. To be fair, he's been using this time to eat his dinner. Owen, what did you get for dinner?
I got some Popeyes.
I thought that's how fat I am. I thought I recognized the top of a Popeyes cup. I thought I recognized that.
Hey, I know I didn't tune into Grub Buds this week because Twitch didn't pop it up for me. It didn't say, "Hey, Grub Buds."
We didn't record
'cause I
Grub Buds
forget
this
what day
week.
of the week
So.
it is. But did Popeyes bring back the shrimp po' boy?
It's not Lent, so I doubt it. But maybe.
Rat. They used to have it year round.
Damn, I hope
used
so.
to
That shit was good.
Mess up a shrimp po' boy.
And open Grubhub. See if you can order a shrimp po' boy real quick.
Yeah, let's see. Hold on.
Oh wait,
Let me
here I
give
might
it a
have
go.
I might have the Popeyes app. Hold on. It is closed right now, but
Yeah, it recently closed.
all right. Let me re-download the Popeyes app for you. All right, and then
they're the popcorn shrimp combo. Wing.
they have a popcorn shrimp combo. They've might as well have the po' boy.
Yeah,
In
but it's
other news,
Popeyes.
Morgan
Probably
from
doesn't
Two
make
Hot
any sense.
Takes. She does a lot of like the "Am I the Asshole" on Reddit. She finally got engaged after like 7 years. So just saw that on Instagram.
That-
Not that it cares, but
that-
I care.
So that could not matter less to me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
They
know,
do
like,
not
they
have the
own a
shrimp
house
po' boy,
together.
but they do have a 4th pound popcorn shrimp meal.
You know, I don't want
Yeah,
popcorn
that's
shrimp. I
normal.
want the bread. Give me all the carbs.
Just buy bread and put it on there. Add the blackened ranch.
Why would I? If I'm gonna buy the bread and toast the bread and butter the bread, why wouldn't I just make my own shrimp?
Because frying shrimp is hard. You have to get a Dutch oven and put oil in it. And
I have oil in a Dutch oven and shrimp.
but Popeyes is also really good breading.
I have Pinterest. You don't think anyone on Pinterest has duped the Popeyes breading?
Listen, why don't you
Women
just
can do
why don't you
anything.
just make all your food then? Why are you going out to eat at all?
I mainly make all
Because
my
the Swifties didn't put it on the forums, Truman.
Because the Swifties didn't put on the forums. Ooh, now Owen's coming for you.
What did he say?
No, nothing. All right.
He knows I can still take him in a fight, right? Let's
Yes.
just get
Yeah.
that out there.
Owen, do you know that? Do you
Yeah,
that she
I
would
do
take-
know that. Believe it or not, Sawyer is also built like you. So that
that's what I was
means
gonna say.
two
Me and
brick
Sawyer are
shit
built.
houses.
She's built more. What's up? Let's.
Feminine?
Yeah, I was gonna say feminine, but I didn't want to degrade you. I didn't want that.
I don't think it's degrading. I have boobs and a butt.
Right.
That's fair.
Well,
But,
I have
yeah,
boobs
no,
and a
I'm built
butt,
like an
but it's
offensive
just not.
lineman, and Owen is built like a spectator. So
Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh, Jesus! That's right, Owen. You come for the Swifties. She's coming for you, brother.
Dude, I don't know.
Deal, dude.
You
I
stay
don't
on
know
the
who she's
sideline,
flaming
chump.
more. I don't know who she's flaming more.
All right. Thank you,
She
Sawyer.
could have
As
just
always,
sunk the
great.
boat
Thank you
to
for
kill the
still
captain
inviting me to
there.
your parties. It means a lot to me. Okay, bye.
Bye, Sawyer. Thank you for the Taylor Swift update.
You're welcome.
That has been our sponsored segment of Taylor Swift with Sawyer Steen. There you go. Okay, that's
Incredible,
for all
dude.
the Swifties.
Came with the heat. Maybe she should have been involved in the Vincent roast. Maybe she would have.
Oh no, she would have made people cry.
I believe you.
All right. Listen. What more can we say about Taylor Swift that Sawyer didn't just say there? I hope everybody appreciated that for everybody who needed their Taylor Swift fix. Okay, moving on. Let's talk. Oh shoot, gosh, we gotta talk. That's right. I forget that we've still got talking points about the Bills or not the Bills. You know.
The Chiefs game?
Yeah, the Chiefs game. Owen, is there any negatives from this game? Any negatives that jump out at you? I mean, I guess Jawan Taylor's weird thing, but I think Jawan Taylor's getting targeted by the refs. The Chiefs actually kind of proved that. They had when they benched him, they actually brought in another player and had that player line up further back than Jawan Taylor was lining up, and had Donovan Smith do it at the same time. And neither of those guys got called for it, proving that the refs are unfairly targeting Jawan Taylor.
That is so fucking funny that they did that because everyone's like, "Oh, whoa, why are they benching him again?" And I guess that's why Jawan Taylor didn't look like upset at all on the sideline because Andy
Right.
Reid was just doing Andy Reid things and being like, "Hey, league, fuck you."
Right.
No other head coach is doing that, man.
They were up 1,000,000 points, and they're like, "Let me prove a point," and they did.
That is so funny to me. That only Andy Reid would do that.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, so the league is unfairly targeting Jawan Taylor. What else is new? Which is weird because I thought we were top dogs now. I thought we were supposed to get all the preferential treatment. Wonder what that's like. Yeah.
Other negatives. Man, defense looks so good. That's not a negative, but
Yeah, top 10 defense. I might bet Chiefs Super Bowl right now.
I'm worried about Mahomes' health. They had a little bit of an ankle tweak. That's a little frustrating.
Doesn't
always,
matter.
But
He won the Super Bowl MVP on a bum ankle. A little
Yes,
tweak
he is.
isn't going to stop us from making the Super Bowl.
But luckily, he plays the Jets, so he's only playing the first half anyways next week.
Yeah, holy shit! It might be another 40-point victory.
Yeah, man, the Jets look worse than the
I
Bears.
thought about betting minus 28 for the Chiefs.
Although the Jets have a really good defense, that helps. The Bears don't do anything elite, you know. Justin Fields has taken a huge step back, and that defense just tied the record for consecutive games giving up 25 or more points.
Yeah. They do everything shit, actually. They're competing for the number 1 overall pick. Justin Fields shocked the world when he appears way worse than CJ Stroud, something that no one would have thought happens.
Yeah, super weird. CJ Stroud actually looks like offensive.
Yeah, shout out to CJ Stroud, by the way. He had a good game. I can't believe that
CJ Stroud is hearing this.
Yeah, I can't believe Justin Fields has took this crazy step back. I think no one was expecting this. I mean, because if you look at last year, all Justin Fields had to do was just, work on his accuracy and throwing decision making, because clearly his vision and running, was Lamar Jackson-esque. But with how bad this Bears team is and how bad their O-line is and how bad everything is, apparently that's just completely removed from their game plan. Congratulations, Matt Eberflus. You are the first coach that's going to be fired this year.
It's going to be a three-way race for a couple of them, yeah.
Yeah, I just remember that the Broncos gave up 70. So,
yeah, but they're not firing Sean Payton that early. But Brandon Staley or Josh McDaniel might get fired first.
Yeah,
we'll see. I think we've got some overreactions to deal with for that. All right,
we'll wait then.
And then let's touch on this real quick. We kind of already touched on this. I don't want to spend too much more time on it. Owen, do you worry about Taylor Swif becoming like a distraction for this team? I know this is 1 week. No. I think it doesn't matter yet.
No, for the team? Hell no.
For the team, yeah.
For Twitter? Absolutely. For the team? No. We're talking about Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. 2 of the guys who are already the faces of the league, have the most commercials of anybody. Mm-hmm. Kelce just got his own commercial. What is Kelce's new commercial for? Not the State Farm Ma'ato. No, he has one that's...
He has a Bud Light commercial and a Pfizer commercial. As
the
you can
Pfizer
imagine,
one.
A lot of really smart people have really good takes on this.
Yeah, well, he's just a Pfizer fella. I'm also a Pfizer fella. I don't know about you.
Pfizer fella?
Yeah.
You gonna get a booster?
Shout out to the Pfizer fellas.
Might get the booster. Boosters are available now. Haven't had the vid yet, I will say. Knock on wood.
Yeah, no one's coughed in my eyeballs in a while. I think I probably picked this up from my coworker who's got 2 young children.
Oh yeah.
So.
And it's just allergy.
I know my
season.
sweet. Yeah.
Everybody's
my
got
sweet
something
dulcet
right now.
tones, are affected by this a little bit tonight.
Tina's struggling through it right now. She's got a little coffee poo.
The LFDS.
Yep. But allergies for the most part. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it'll become a distraction either, but I thought we should touch on that. Things we should touch on real quick also. Oh, the Chiefs play the Jets this week. Listen, the Jets defense is incredible. The Jets defense is still really good. The Jets have a lot of really good pieces. Zach Wilson is bad.
Awful.
This offense comes to a screeching halt with Zach Wilson at it. If Zach Wilson was an average quarterback, this team would still be a playoff team. But he's not. He's a bad quarterback. So now this team is
Yeah,
probably
so-
going to miss the playoffs and might not win more than 5 games, which
Yeah.
sucks for
told-
so many
told you.
reasons because they're not even going to get a good draft pick that they don't even have, you know?
Told you, bro. Told you. They suck.
Yes.
Yeah, the Chiefs are gonna have no problem with this game. Do I need to remind you of what happened to number 1 defenses facing Patrick Mahomes last year?
He shreds good defenses like he shreds bad defenses. Actually, he's probably a little bit worse against bad defenses for whatever, because this team always is. They're always worse against the bad teams, which is so weird.
Yeah, which is a gigantic takeaway that we should have from the Bears game, is that we finally saw the Chiefs annihilate a bad team.
Finally beat the hell out of a bad team. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, which is, and in my opinion, as I say this all the time on the show, a sign of a good team.
Yep.
So, we'll get to that in the overreaction section. But this dude, I'm sensing another 21-point victory. I'm sensing another Chiefs bench Mahomes in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Like,
Speaking of, give me your score prediction.
This could get ugly.
Give me your score prediction.
41-10 Chiefs.
Again?
Well, no, that's exactly what they'll let. No, yeah. Sorry. I liked 41 for the Chiefs though, because I like 5 touchdowns, and then we put in the backups and don't score again.
Also, by the way, this defense was so good. You know what I fucking forgot?
What?
Nick Bolton didn't even play.
Yeah.
Nick Bolton was out, and we annihilated them still.
Yeah, dude. Drew Tranquil played really well. Willie Gay stepped up a lot.
Leo Chenal is taking a huge step.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, the whole defense looks great. Youngest defense in the league, by the way, for fans of other teams listening to the show. Good luck.
Basically, the only old guy is Chris Jones. Everything else, I think, and Mike Edwards when he plays, but really it's Brian Cook and Justin Reed. Justin Reed's what, 28 maybe?
I think he's younger. Let me double check you on that.
So maybe he's old. I think Chris Jones is 30. He's probably the
Justin
oldest
Reed's
person.
26, dude.
He's our age. Oh my god. I'm too old to be out here. Just put me down like old.
Yeah, our defense is gonna be top 10 for a while. It's gonna be awesome.
I mean, yeah, that's so the only person who's above the age of 26 is Chris Jones, because you have Brian Cook.
Yeah,
and you have Brian Cook,
Mike
Justin Reed
Edwards
back
is
there.
also.
What?
I think Mike Edwards is also above that.
But
age.
Mike Edwards isn't starting.
Yeah,
Mike Edwards is
he's
a rotational.
27. He's 27 though,
and he isn't even starting. He's a rotational guy.
Yeah.
So let's. The only people older than us, the only person older than us is Chris Jones.
Well, Drew Tranquil's 28.
Oh, okay, all right, but also not starting. Also a rotational player.
Which
Maybe
is just
starting,
fucking insane.
depending
Shout
on
out
the
Brett
situation.
Veach, dude. Masterclass. Holy shit.
Yes. Oh my, that's crazy that there's like nobody over the age of 30 besides Chris Jones.
Yeah, it's wild.
And Chris Jones is about to get paid. What is happening? We have such a good defense all of a sudden. Oh my god. All he did was hit on draft picks. For the last 3 years, all he did was hit on defensive draft picks.
That's
His
fine,
offensive
bro.
draft picks
Apparently,
are
that's all we need.
questionable. Offensive skill position draft picks are questionable. But his defensive draft picks fucking fantastic.
Who cares, dude? All Jerick McKinnon does is catch touchdowns. We have Travis Kelce in the middle, and we want to take the long bomb. We throw it to some white guy with a high motor, real lunch pail, coach's son, first in, last out, deceptive speed, sneaky athletic, Justin Watson.
Justin Watson, yep. Man, it's so funny. At one point, it was like 3rd and 3, and I remember the announcer sounded so bored. He just goes, all right, 3rd and 3, Mahomes drops back, Jerick McKinnon wide open, are in first down Chiefs. Like, I swear that's what he sounded like. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, it's not even a question. They're like, Jerick McKinnon's going to be open in the flat. And that's, when Jerick McKinnon is hitting in the pass game like this is an unstoppable Chiefs team. Because then Mahomes has his safety blanket when they need it. At one point, he threw it out into the flat for Jerick McKinnon, and I was like, well, shit. He looked like he was going to get stopped. And then Jerick McKinnon just ran to the center of the field and picked it up on like 3rd and 10. And Jerick McKinnon caught it 12 yards behind the first down line and then just avoided people and got the first down anyway. So I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you think about it from a defense perspective, what are they supposed to do? If they start covering the guy out of the flat, that means they can't double team Kelsey.
That's fair.
GG's. Kelsey's not losing it 1-on-1.
All right, final score prediction. What was it for you?
44-9.
44-9. Give me 37-7. Garbage time touchdown.
Touchdown, man.
Was 37 actually is probably a hard number to get to. Let's go 38-7. Easy enough.
I just don't think they get a touchdown, dude.
I think they do.
Who's providing the touchdown?
Them in the fourth quarter against our backup defense, just like they did this game.
But we didn't really take out defensive players.
We did this game.
Our linebackers are deep. Like, yeah, if you take Chris Jones out, then you're playing Ndike Uzama and Karlaftis more.
Well, I think they pulled Karlaftis also. But you still
it doesn't matter. Then
you're seeing more. You're
seeing more Mike Dana. Mike Dana with 4 sacks on the season. That guy.
Yeah. Does he have 4 sacks? He doesn't have 4 sacks.
Maybe not 4 sacks.
I say he'd be near the lead. He's got to have at least 2 or 3
Mike
though.
Dana stats. Sorry, he's got 2.5. My mistake.
What the fuck? This team is so good.
This team is going to be more of him.
Again, like we said, this is a throwback from last year. When the Chiefs have somebody, when they have 2 players who get at least 6 sacks, the Chiefs almost always win the Super Bowl. In the last 5 or 6 years, and the only time the 2 times they had 2 players who got 6+ sacks was last year and 2019 when they won the Super Bowl. Just something to point out. Just something to think about. As Mike Dana already has 2.5, and Karlaftis already has 2.5,
and this is before, and all of this, Truman, is before the Chiefs acquire Mike Evans at the deadline,
and before the Chiefs really figure out their offense. So, okay, all right, I think that's enough. That's really great. Just
it's a fun time to be a Chiefs fan, man.
It is a fun time to be a Chiefs fan. Taylor Swift's here. Chiefs are rolling. Chiefs are about to play a bad team. Ugh.
Well, I know here. I'll say this for the overreaction section.
Save it for the overreaction section, or say it before the overreaction.
I'm gonna save it.
Okay, all right. Well, let's get into the overreactions with the Owerreactor. Owen, we're gonna try to go as fast as we can. Here we go. We've got 29 takes for you, Owen.
Are you serious? I didn't see that many on Twitter.
I got a bunch over Snapchat.
I see.
I got most of them over Snapchat. Guys, we really appreciate you guys sending them in. Hey, respond on Twitter if you guys are like, hey, I want to get in on the action. I'm not friends with Truman or Owen on Snapchat. 1, just add us on Snapchat. 2, follow us on Twitter at Steam Machine, SteeHnMachine, or at Owen Gosh Dammit over there. Yep. Owen Gosh, DAHMMIT. Owen Gosh Dammit. OWENGOSH. DAHMMIT.
Yep, that's it.
Is it 2 M's or 1 M?
2 M's.
2 M's. There you go. All right. Here we go. Overreactions with the Overreactor. Owen. Brock Purdy will never get to sniff an MVP because his skill position players are so incredibly talented that they overshadow him. That comes from Chase.
Brock Purdy will never sniff an MVP because he's bad, not because of his weapons.
Fair enough. Not an overreaction.
Yeah, not an overreaction.
Brandon Staley is getting fired midseason. Overreaction, underreaction.
Depends. If the Chargers make the playoffs, no. If they don't make the playoffs, yes.
No way. I don't think this Chargers team. I mean, they had to have a record-setting day by Keenan Allen to get lucky enough to beat the Vikings. Brandon Staley, listen. I know we complain about you not going for it on 4th down when you should. Sometimes you get too conservative. But what we weren't talking about was being up 4 on your own 24-yard line with 2 minutes left and not punting that ball away when your star running back is out. Don't do that. Yeah, that's not what we meant. Don't do that.
Well, then Mike Williams got injured too, so.
Yes, so not good stuff.
Shocking that one.
And they still had to have Kirk waste a bunch of time down on the goal line and throw a terrible interception. Number 3, Cardinals will sneak into the playoffs this year with a healthy Kyler. That comes from Chase.
What the? Overreaction. No, they're tanking.
I don't think they're going to stay in contention long enough. I think Josh Dobbs will be figured out.
They're still in a division with the Rams, Seahawks, and Niners. So
this one comes from Chase as well. The AFC East has the 2 best teams in the NFL. Overreaction. The best team in the NFL is probably still the San Francisco 49ers. And I believe the Chiefs are still better than the Bills. The Bills have played back-to-back really bad teams, and that has made people believe again. But they've played the Raiders and the Commanders.
Yeah, so is the Dolphins. They've played the Chargers, the Patriots, and the Broncos. Whoa. Some
and
real
they only
good
put
teams
up 24
in there.
on the Patriots. So,
yeah.
This one comes from
By the way,
Hayden.
Chargers, I believe, is statistically worst team in the league defensively. So, yeah, crazy you put up 36 on them. Whoa.
Right. Hayden says, well, now the Broncos are the worst team defensively. Hayden says, Cats will suck because the secondary is ass. That comes from Hayden.
Possibly not an overreaction. I still think they can get it together, but the rest of the league is so bad that I'm not sure it will be a problem.
That's what I said. I posted this take on Twitter again. I keep telling people that the floor for K-State is still probably 9-3, and that's because the schedule is just fucking bad. Somebody posted all the FPIs, like percentages for the rest of the year, and the Cats are favored in every game except for Texas. Like the next closest game is like Texas Tech, where we're only like 66% favored, and it's like yes, because everybody with the Cats have an incredibly weak schedule. They'll still win games, but they won't be good.
Yeah, I mean, and then once we get Duffy back, we have the best O-line in football.
And Duffy was back, and they fucking rolled people. You saw DJ Giddens go for almost 400 total yards, or almost 300 total yards, right?
Yeah, 4 touchdowns though, insane.
Yeah. This one comes from Michael. He says, I don't trust T Swift, and I want her as far away from Travis as possible. This is a disaster in the making. Absolutely.
Overreaction. What?
This could blow up. This could blow up in our face.
No, it cannot. Dude, he's a fucking football player. Girlfriends don't determine how good they are. Travis lost a world-class girlfriend in Kayla, and no one cared, and he didn't either. In the middle of a season.
He did fumble that. But some people have said that Travis Kelce is cheap. That started the Travis Kelce is cheap rumors. That they
Who the fuck cares?
They said
Travis
he was splitting his dinners 50-50 with her, which doesn't sound correct. And they also said that they broke up because she didn't want to sign a prenup for marriage. That's what I heard also. That rumor mill is cycling again with all this Taylor Swift stuff. So
yeah, whatever, dude. Taylor Swift isn't going to affect anything. Gosh,
Fair
Travis,
enough.
dude.
Speaking of, the next take comes from Ellen, and she said, Taylor Swift, all caps.
Not an overreaction.
Not an overreaction. This next one comes from Raheem. He said, the Dolphins.
That's it? No, nothing else?
Nope, just the Dolphins. We talked about them being very good afterwards, but his take was officially the Dolphins.
Oh, overreaction.
No, you're not a Dolphins believer.
They played 2 garbage teams, and Tua's still going to get hurt.
That's fair. Speaking of overreactions, Adam comes in and says, Rashee Rice, 1,000-yard season.
Overreaction. We saw that interception, Blaine Gabbert's second interception to hit Rashee Rice in the chest. Yep. Overreaction for sure.
He still has a little bit of a drop problem. Also, the Chiefs haven't had a 1,000-yard receiver, a wide receiver in the last 2 or 3 years, or last 2 years.
Yeah, since Tyreek.
Since Tyreek, and they certainly haven't had a rookie get even close to that. So, no, that's an overreaction.
And the Chiefs' offense is built around spreading the ball literally everywhere. So, the Chiefs' offense, besides Travis Kelce, really doesn't supplant itself for a 1,000-yard wide receiver.
That's fair. Next one says Bears firing their head coach midseason. That comes from Adam as well.
Not an overreaction. Eberflus.
They could fire him in the next couple weeks if he keeps doing this. Adam also says Dolphins Super Bowl, minimum AFC Championship game.
Overreaction. Their players are still getting hurt. 2 of their players are already hurt, and they still haven't played anybody good. They did this last year, and then they almost. They did this last year and almost missed the playoffs. It's going to happen again.
Interesting. This one also comes from Audi. It says Swifties will rain hate on the Bengals for us in a maelstrom that we have not seen the likes of before.
You know what? I didn't think about that. I hope this isn't an overreaction because that would be fucking sick.
I think all the
Swifties tweets just bombarded by Swifties.
Yes, absolutely.
Dude, yeah. Hey, listen. I'm here to propose the alliance of Chiefs Kingdom and Swifties. I'm here to
Absolutely.
officially propose the alliance. Let's
Strong.
do this together.
It's strong. All right. This one also comes from Adam. He says Colts Texans win the AFC South. Colts/Texans. I still think the Jags figure it out. I think the AFC South always does this where they lose a lot of games inter division, and I don't think that actually bodes well for how good these teams are outside of that.
Well, we might have to re-switch it back to AFC South Team of the Week. We thought the Jags were just going to run away with it, but apparently not. Apparently, the Jags heard of us switching the segment and decided to tank a game.
I think it'll just be those first couple, I think, honestly. This one also comes from Adam. He says, once again, he wanted to remind us that Sean Payton is a product of Drew Brees. Yes.
Not an overreaction.
Not an overreaction. Absolutely correct. Just he's looked awful there in Denver so far. But the Denver, they have a long hill to climb anyway, so who knows. This one comes from Anthony. He said Taylor Swift took over the NFL. I think that's reality.
Not an overreaction. I don't think that's an overreaction, actually.
For this week, that's very
this week
real.
for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. With all the games being trash. Well, not all the games, but you know what I mean. In that time slot.
Yep. This one comes from Sean. He says he says Rashee Rice needs to be in Offensive Rookie of the Year talks. He's going to be huge.
Still no. He dropped a ball that hit him in the chest, guys. Are we just not watching the end of the game? Like he'll be good, but
he's not going to be Garrett Wilson.
If you make
levels.
those kind of, yeah, no.
CJ Stroud's looking like he's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Honestly, as long as he stays healthy.
If he keeps this pace, yeah.
Yeah.
But listen, I like Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice had a good game besides that drop, but Offensive Rookies of the Year don't make that drop.
No, absolutely. Sean also said Will Howard is going to throw an interception per game. I think that's absolutely correct.
I don't think that's an overreaction. He's been playing hurt, and this year he's had a weird tendency to miss the safety on his deep balls and just kind of throw it to him. Yeah. I'm not criticizing Will. I think he's a great player. Well, I guess I am criticizing him. But yeah, I mean, he's gonna take risks with this team, and I'm fine with those taking risks. If it's gonna result in a interception a game, that's fine. It's college football. Fair. Each team probably has at least one turnover per game.
Fair. So, Sean says if Kelsey breaks Taylor Swift's heart, the Chiefs will go down in history as villains.
We're already villains. Next question.
Absolutely. This question comes from Kelly. She says, "Are the Cowboys still dim boys?"
No, fuck.
No, they were never dim boys.
They were never dim
did what
boys.
They always do. They
apparently, Trevon Diggs mattered a lot more than we thought.
Well, and you lose them on like a Thursday practice. That hurts a lot too.
Yeah, but it's not like it's not like Josh Dobbs was only throwing at one corner, that rookie corner all night either.
Well, that's true too.
So,
this one comes from Zach. He actually said, "Get Jawan Taylor and CEH off the field. Feed McKinnon and Pacheco."
I'm tired of hearing Jawan Taylor stuff. There was a moron at the bar saying Jawan Taylor should be off the team. You're a moron. Not the person who wrote this in, just the dude at the bar. Yes. Jawan CEH off the team. Yes, the experiment has ended. I'm tired of seeing him run the ball, especially carry it. I never want to see him carry the ball again. Right. But the Jawan Taylor stuff is overblown. The league is unfairly targeting him, as evidenced by what Andy Reid did with the backup Prince Tega Winogo before he got hurt, and also Donovan Smith. I believe Andy Reid's going to make a big stink about that, or I believe he already has in his pressers, and the league's going to be under a lot of pressure to no longer penalize him. So we'll see.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's just
so
Jawan Taylor's still a great right tackle.
Half overreaction.
Yes, Jawan Taylor's still a great right tackle. Just he's just going through a weird thing with his alignment.
The thing is we're the Chiefs, man. We're the Patrick Mahomes Chiefs. 3rd and 15 has never mattered. Turning 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 8 has never mattered for this team. I don't understand this weird overreaction when all these stats are coming about how he allowed 0 pressures through 3 games.
It's just because he's done it on like two long touchdowns that people are like mad about it.
I just don't.
But I will also say that like it felt like they weren't throwing those flags at the start of the play and they didn't throw them till later. It wasn't one of those things where they're like, oh, there's a flag, because they'll normally say,
Right.
oh, Mahomes might have a free play here, but they were just like,
Yeah.
it was weird where they had this big play and they're like, oh, but there's a flag down in the backfield, and you're like, oh, maybe it's a holding, and they're like, illegal formation. You're like, this is so weird.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry, having a big old sneeze. I'll contend that the only reason people are really mad at Juwan is because we all had Mahomes over 300 yards in parlays, and that call was the only reason it didn't hit. I think that's the real reason.
I didn't even think about that. I'm upset that you reminded me of that. I would have won like $150 if that would have hit.
Yeah, me too.
Somebody said, Macy said, this is the best Chiefs defense the Chiefs have had in recent years. That is a incredible understatement.
Slam dunk. Slam dunk. This is the best team defense that I think the Chiefs we've ever seen.
That's the first underreaction here. You're underreacting.
Yeah.
You
need to be higher. This is the best Chiefs defense we've seen ever.
Think higher.
Like,
well,
not like, obviously I think, older people will probably have seen a better Chiefs defense. But this Chiefs defense, like, for me, I don't think there's been a better one since I've been alive.
Yes. I think this is one of the best ones, yeah, for sure. Maybe that 2012 Chiefs team was a little underrated because they lost the most games, but like Justin Houston, Tom Lee, Neil Smith there in the center. Was Neil Smith still around? I don't remember if Neil Smith was still, but that was a really solid, and Brandon Flowers on the outside, Eric Berry at safety. That was a surprise. That was a better defense than you, like, looking back on that. That's like 4 Chiefs Ring of Honor members right there. So
that was the Justin Houston sack year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think that was it, but yeah, that Justin Houston 20 and a half or whatever, 22, I think he had 22 because he fell just short of it by half a sack. And if you ever go back and watch Michael Strahan break that record, the quarterback laid down on that final sack for Michael Strahan, so it's not legitimate in my opinion. This one also comes from Macy. Says a Traveler, that's the couple name, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swif, is left alone in KC and can just be themselves. They'll end up together for the long haul. That's what Macy says.
No, I don't think that's an overreaction. It could be possible.
KC's a great place to go fall in love and be left alone.
Yeah, and like all the Swifties have said, Travis is totally different from all of her previous boyfriends. So
yes, and it's why Mahomes stays in KC and loves KC, is because they will leave you alone eventually. They're a little shocked, but they ain't gonna interrupt your meal to ask for stuff. We're not dumb like that. Yeah. Somebody will. There are cringe people out there, but as a whole, as a city,
it's not like LA when you have like 88 paparazzi though.
Yeah. This one comes from a big dummy. He said, Chiefs are the best team in the NFL again. Comes from Owen Dahm.
That is the smartest person I've ever seen. Probably really handsome. Maybe a little bit sick today. But yeah, I believe that, man. I believe that. We're the most complete team. When you think about, a team like the Niners, that is just the whole team is good, and then you put Brock Purdy there. That's fine. But everyone knows when it comes to crunch time, unless you're Peyton Manning with the greatest defense of the decade, you're not going to win in the playoffs.
I think there's 3 really good teams. I think there's 2 really good teams, and I think there's 3 or 4 that are ready to go up into that upper tier, but we've got to see what they do in the upcoming weeks. I think the 2 really good teams are the Niners and the Dolphins, and I think the Chiefs, Eagles, and Bills have all redeemed themselves enough that they've proven that they are ready to ascend to that upper echelon, but I need to see it for 1 or 2 more weeks.
I've flip-flopped Chiefs and Dolphins personally. Once again, Dolphins have played nobody of substance.
The Chiefs have beat a Jags team that just lost to the Texans, and they beat the hell out of a Bears team that is maybe the worst team in the NFL. So I don't think we can say our standard.
Yeah, that's fine. But remember, we lost to the Lions because a wide receiver had the worst statistical day maybe ever,
and without Chris Jones.
And without Chris Jones, -2.5 EPA might be the worst ever.
And no Travis Kelce also in that game. So
yeah, and remember, we only lost that game by 1 to a team that everyone thinks is going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, there's some things going on there.
Yeah. So I'm still not a Dolphins believer. I'm just not ready to believe in them yet. It makes me really excited to play the Broncos this year, though. I really want to see what the Chiefs can do to the Broncos.
Yeah.
Because I think Andy Reid is petty enough to go for 73 or 77, something like that.
Yeah. The Bengals beat the Rams. So 19-16.
Sweet. The Bengals are just as bad as we've thinking they've been.
Yes, I think they actually are bad.
6-10-3 is their scoring quarters. 2 field goals, a field goal and a touchdown, and a field goal to win.
Yeah.
Yikes. Congrats on your first win of the year, Bengals. The Bengals just might be doing the typical Bengals thing. Go 0-2, start the season, finish the season, 13-3.
Hey, but
Well,
Jamar Chase
13-4
looks like
season.
Jamar Chase again. He had 141. So that's good.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good just for
But Joe
my
Burrow,
fantasy teams.
no touchdowns, 50 throws, less than 300 yards. Not great. But Mixon, he's on my sleeper team, so that's good.
Ugh.
He got a touchdown. He got the touchdown.
Man, I lost a couple games by some heartbreakers. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
as of right now in the NFL, it's Niners, Chiefs, Dolphins, everybody else. Because even the Eagles have been struggling.
That's fair. Okay.
I don't care if the Eagles are 3-0 or not.
All right, let's push through.
They haven't been convincing.
Let's push through. We got 5 more. And it's Miami's world, and we're all living in it. That comes from Logan.
Yeah, overreaction. Once again,
cool.
They haven't played anybody.
CJ Stroud, offensive rookie of the year.
Who?
CJ Stroud, offensive rookie of the year. Comes from Brian.
Not an overreaction. Possible, very possible.
Next Monday's matchup will be the worst Monday Night Football game this year. It's the Giants at Seattle. That comes from Chris.
Underreaction.
You think?
Well, actually, overreaction because Broncos Bears is coming next Monday as well.
No, that's not next Monday. That's a Sunday game.
No, Broncos Bears is on a Monday.
I don't think so.
Is it not?
No. People just
October
kept posting
1st?
that game. It's just going to be a bad game. It's noon. It's
Dude,
noon on Sunday. I promise. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. I could have sworn I saw a graphic on Monday.
I'm trying to look for a worse. Packers Raiders, October 9th.
No, because the Packers actually look kind of good.
Let me see. It could
Seahawks
be the
Giants.
worst.
I think the Seahawks might be fine though, but
Chargers
the Giants are
Jets Week 9 could be a stinker. That could be
Chargers. No,
that could be a sneaky
the Chargers
a stinker.
Yeah, you hate the Chargers more than I do. I think the Chargers are bad. I don't think they're as bad as you think they are.
Mike Williams is hurt now too, and I think that is not helping anything. Week 12, it's Bears Vikings.
That could be
trade
terrible.
Kirk Cousins, that could be very bad.
I still expect the Vikings to not continue to be bad. They're so much better than their scores.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing a worse game than that. He's probably right.
Yeah.
I think he's right.
Not an overreaction.
I'm willing to give that was correct. Yeah, that's correct. Joe Burrow will blast his ACL if he plays tonight. That comes from Chris. That has already been proven wrong.
I guess it was an overreaction because he didn't.
Yes. Brock Purdy will beat Big Ben's record of 15 straight wins in the regular season to start an NFL career. That comes from Caleb.
That could definitely happen.
I don't see why not.
But I don't think so. I think because Big Ben was actually good. Brock Purdy isn't gonna be the reason the Niners lose any games, but I think he'll be the reason they don't win.
I think he's like 9-0 or 10-0. Here's the upcoming games. They've got the Cardinals, Niners at home, Cowboys, Niners at home, Browns at the Browns, Vikings at the Vikings, Bengals where the Niners are at home. Then they go to the Jags. So there's good teams. I mean, the Cowboys and the Bengals. Dude,
they just happen to play all the best teams at home. That's wild.
Yeah. Their schedule shakes out really favorably until they travel to Philly. Their schedule works out really favorably.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Niners could win 14 or 15 games. That's crazy. Overreaction, underreaction.
That's fine reaction.
Thank you.
The schedule looks really favorable.
That's fair. Josh McDaniel needs to be about hand in hand with Brandon Staley as worst coaches in the league. Comes from Kyle. That's the last one.
Yeah, he's bad. He wanted Jimmy Garoppolo on his team. That should get you fired.
Jimmy Garoppolo is a fine quarterback.
No, he's not. He's so shit. I'm so tired of you saying that. He's so dog shit. He's going to prove it with his Raiders team. He's not the same. He's going to prove it with his Raiders team.
That's fair.
Everyone thought he was fine because he played on the mega stacked Niners. Now that he's on the Raiders who suck ass, everyone's going to see how much he sucks ass.
That's fair.
Even with Devontae Adams going fucking insane on that team. Devontae Adams is still so good.
Fair enough. Owen, give me your NFC South team of the week. All 4 NFC South teams lost.
Give it to the man. I don't know. Give me the Panthers because
Hung tough.
Young didn't look. Well, he didn't play. Give me the Panthers because Andy Dalton played a quarterback snap for that team.
Yeah, I'll give it to the Panthers because they were the most competitive. They were the only ones who weren't disappointing this week. The Saints should have won their game against the Packers.
Andy Dalton, never disappointing, just not the reason you win.
Yes. Yeah. The Saints shouldn't have blown their game against the Packers.
That was disgusting.
They just missed a kick late. People are like, Jordan Love is that dude. Jordan Love's a dog. Bro, Jordan Love should have fucking lost. I don't know what game you guys were watching, but Jordan Love ain't that guy. They scored 18 points.
Another reason that the Panthers are my NFC South team of the week is because Adam Thielen was uncoverable.
Yep.
11 catches, 145 yards, and a touchdown. Dude was going crazy.
And his long was only 25, so that's just systematic.
I always got soup on deck. It's the most versatile food.
Yeah.
It's a gateway to the soul.
Adam Thielen, sneaky motor.
Nothing better than
Happy
I always got soup on deck. It's the most versatile food. It's a gateway to the soul, really.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing better than
blasting stuff all over your TV.
People are
I always got soup on deck. It's the most versatile food.
Oh my god.
It's a gateway to the soul, really.
Oh my god.
Nothing better than soup. Love soup.
Are all the donations
I always got
something?
soup on deck. It's the most versatile food.
Bro, I'm about to
It's a gateway to the soul, really.
Because Vincent's
nothing better than soup. Love soup.
Vincent's
I always got soup on deck. It's the most versatile food.
It's
a gateway to the soul, really.
I can hear Vincent's
nothing better than
podcast,
soup.
his voice updates. Yeah.
I always got
just
soup
mute
on.
it, dude. You know you can mute it.
God damn. Well, those are all just donations, so that it's probably just Vincent donating just a couple times in a row. All right, we're good to move on, but Jesus Christ. All right. Owen, we finally reach our recap that we always do.
Of course.
Who's the best team in the NFL this week?
Hey, the Chiefs, but apparently you like the Dolphins.
NFL Week 4. I'm still think after NFL Week 3. Sorry, I didn't update the slide. I still think the 2 best teams are the Dolphins and the 49ers, but I think the gap is closing. I think the tier right below that is getting crowded, and there's going to be a team that moves up. And I think
Truman, just in my thought process, okay? I got to interrupt you for this.
No, that's fine.
The best quarterback in the league has a top 5 defense now. Let's say it out.
But he has no weapons. He has no weapons.
Who cares? He's the best quarterback in the league.
He's still Aaron Rodgers has proven that you need at least a couple guys, one or two.
Okay, cool. Well, who are the guys on Tom Brady's most recent Super Bowl team, not with the Bucs? His last Patriots team.
Julian Edelman, still at Gronk.
Okay, so he had Travis Kelce and then nobody.
I want to say there's somebody I'm forgetting. He had Julian Edelman. Don't trash Julian. I mean, Julian Edelman caught 1,000 yards those seasons.
Yeah, congrats from Tom Brady.
Yeah.
We're seeing the Tom Brady setup for Mahomes, and we're just like, no big deal. The best quarterback in the league with a top 5 defense. Why are we not freaking out about this?
Just because I worry, man. Because they haven't looked.
Yeah, because you're a weirdo worrier. You're always this weirdo negative, and the Chiefs get in the playoffs, and you're like, oh, I always knew it. Because you always be worrying. Stop worrying so much. The fucking Niners have a janitor at quarterback, And the Dolphins have played St. Mary's School for the Deaf and Blind 3 weeks in a row.
They also had Josh Gordon. Don't forget
it.
they had Josh Gordon on that team.
Yeah, how many games did he play? Like 6?
He caught 720 yards. He played 11 games and had 720 yards. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I can't really say anything about that.
Very Juju Smith-Schuster-esque. And he basically had 2 Jujus. He had Kelsey and 2 Jujus, which is pretty nice, honestly.
Yeah, you know what happened when the Chiefs had Kelsey and Juju?
What?
They won the Super Bowl.
We don't have a Juju.
Yeah, we have 7 other people that can contribute.
They need to contribute more.
That's the difference. It's instead of 5 200-yard receivers, we're going to have 5 500-yard receivers.
I don't know, man. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen that Super Bowl winning team yet. That's all I got for you.
Yeah, what? We haven't
last
lost to the
year
Titans
I felt
yet,
it in the preseason where I was like, this team could win a Super Bowl. I haven't said that.
Yeah, you didn't feel it in the preseason because Chris Jones was sitting out.
Yeah, but Mahomes didn't look. He's looked better these last couple weeks, the last week, but.
Are you doubting Patrick LaValle Mahomes?
I'm not doubting Patrick Mahomes. I'm just saying I haven't seen it. I need to see it.
Yeah, cool. You saw him score 40. That wasn't enough for you?
I'm from Missouri. You got to show me, brother.
I hate you. Next segment.
Let's review our week 3 picks. Owen, you rolled me again. I'm actually having a really terrible time, honestly. Sorry, I didn't have you up for that when we were yelling at each other. I'm having a really awful time. I believe I was. Hold on, let me pull this up. Oh shit, I can't read this from. I'm too far away. We'll have to finish updating. Speaking of games that we thought were going to be better at the beginning of the season, this Monday night game was awful.
Yeah, I mean, teams are mid, so.
So I went 8-11 this week. You went 11-6 again. The guest went 11-6, and the group will go 11-6 as well.
Damn, I'm just better.
I'm bad. Better. The ones I'm going different on, I just keep losing.
Yeah, we'll stop going different. Trust Owen. Except for my 5-team parlay last week. I'm sorry if you put a whole bunch of money on that. Like I said, it was just awful. My 5-team parlay last week was so shit, dude. I did not like any of that. They were my best options, and it sucked. So I'm sorry. That's
fair. I want to let's look at the Owen's 5-team parlay. Do you have another 5-team parlay ready to rock here?
Not yet. Let me cook here for a second. While we
let's review your. I'll bring up the parlay to review while you cook here.
Thank you.
It's a great time to shout out our Patreon members that are helping fund Owen's 5-team parlay. Really appreciate you, everybody over there. Aaron, Joe, Mailbox Kansas City now open in the Iron District, and Dylan. We really appreciate you over there, helping us keep the lights on, get more money on Owen's parlay to lose. All right, I've got it here, Owen. Your 5 picks last week, it wasn't that bad. Well, yeah, it was the Miami Dolphins. They won. I don't know if you saw that game, but they won just barely. You also had the Minnesota Vikings, which they should have won. They had a shot there at the late. Kirk
they did.
Choked it away as classic. The Jets. You had the Jets. And honestly, the Jets had a shot there too, and also just fucking.
Yeah, the reason I felt so bad about it is they just kind of like all insta lost. Like, so I just knew my parlay was dead at, 1 p.m.
Because the Vikings and the Jets lost in the noon window, yeah.
Yeah.
You also had the Bills and you also had the Eagles. So we could have been watching it on Monday night, them win. But so you went 3 for 2 on it. So that's really not as bad as you're making it out to be.
Yeah.
I feel like you're beating yourself up a little too much about it.
Yeah, I suppose. All right. I got my parlay this week. I think it's pretty solid.
All right, I'm ready for you.
A little bit of spice in there as always, but it's a pretty good one. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Wait, actually, I'm going to swap out one pick real quick because it'll give me better odds.
All right, I'm about to select it. I'm ready to select. I got $13 I'm going to throw on this one.
All right. So first off, we're going to get a little bit spicy here, Truman, right off the bat.
Okay.
We're taking the Packers at home against the
Over
Lions.
the Lions. Interesting.
Each time I've doubted the Packers, they have lost, and each time I've doubted the Packers, they have won. I mean, I've trusted them, they've won, so I'm going to trust them.
Okay.
Then I'm betting off of my personal bias. I am betting on the Browns at home against the Ravens.
Okay.
Personal
you think
bias.
The Ravens are bad?
Actually, without Nick Chubb. Ooh. I'm gonna take that one off. Just kidding. Okay. I'm taking that one off of my parlay list. I no longer like it.
You gotta go back. And
what I do like is
out for.
What I do like is Chargers instead. Chargers over Raiders. Because once again, at home. Then I'm choosing like all home teams, except for one, I guess. I'm choosing one non-home team. Well, two. Wow, I'm terrible at speaking. Yeah, so we got Packers, then we're taking Cowboys. We're taking Cowboys at home versus the Patriots. Then we're taking the Seahawks. Then we're taking the Seahawks on the road at the Giants because the Giants are mega buns.
That's fair. Monday Night Football. We'll be watching that live on Dahm. That's true.
Then we're taking the Chiefs on the road at the Jets because that's just free money. And then we are taking the Chargers at home.
No, that's Sunday Night Football.
So this isn't the fattiest parlay. It's not as big as that one that I hit on a couple weeks ago, but I think it's good value. Give you a nice plus 858.
Cool. I'll put $13 on it. I'll win 121. I'll get paid out 121.
Yep. So with my unit of $5, like I always do, I'll get paid $47. Which
actually,
isn't
I've got
the craziest
NFL
thing.
no sweat bet. I'm gonna bet my no sweat bet on that, Owen. Actually, I've got $10 no sweat.
There you go. It's just free money. So just to run it back through you guys one more time, it's Packers, Chargers, Cowboys, Chiefs, Seahawks, all on the money line as always.
That's fair. All right, sweet.
But yeah, I think it's kind of crazy that you can get Packers plus money with the way they're playing at home right now. And then I also think it's kind of crazy that you can get Seahawks plus money just because of being on the road. But that's just, whatever.
That's fair.
Just print off the money for me.
Yep.
All right. There we go.
That's it. Okay. All right, Owen. I think that's it.
What everyone really should. Yeah, Vikings and Jets are only ones that lost it last week, I suppose. But whatever. I can't win them all. And I told you guys going into that one, I did not like any of those games to bet on because they were all trappy. I feel much more confident about this. I feel like the undervaluation of teams at home and then how bad some teams are. If I have anyone that I feel like might be the one that fails, if I was going to predict it, would be Seahawks Giants. But if
I'm most worried about your Packers. I'm worried about the Packers. No,
I'm not. Lions are mega overhyped, so they will fall again. I'm not.
Okay.
And besides, the Packers own the Lions, and I'm sure Matt LaFleur is telling them that they need to do that or they can't see their family.
Listen, I'm in no place to doubt you at this point. You've proven your worth. You're positive. You're going to be positive for the season no matter what. So what can I say? What can I say? Smack. All right, here we go, Owen. Finally, we have our top 5 of the week. I know you've been waiting for this all week, Owen. Our top 5 of the week. You know we had to do it to you guys. Our top 5 Taylor Swift songs that we can name without looking any up.
Mm-hmm.
This will be really upsetting for all the Taylor Swifties.
Oh, gosh, I don't.
Okay.
Dude, I don't know if I can name more than...
Okay,
I got 4. 2. I got 4.
Oh, that's a good one. Hold on. I've got 4 right now too.
Okay, I got 5.
Oh, all right. I've got 5 also.
All right, I really hope my number 5 is an actual song.
Okay. All right, you can go first.
It's I'm the Problem. Is that the name of the song? It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Is that the name of the song?
Let's see. I'm the Problem.
I really hope so. I'm sorry, Swifties. I don't know.
Nope.
What
Nope. Sorry, Owen. That is called Anti-Hero.
Fuck. Well, I'm already off to a bad start. Unfortunately, I do know that all the rest of my songs are actual song names.
There you go. That's it. Sorry, no DMC.
All right. Number 4, our song. It's classic.
Yep, that's a classic.
Number 3, Love Story. Come on.
Of course. Gotta have it. Gotta have it on there.
Unfortunately, the top 2 are the ones I thought of first, but I like these songs the least out of my list.
Fair.
Number 2, Shake It Off.
Yep.
And number 1, Blank Space, because of all the Blank Space memes.
Oh, I totally forgot about Blank Space.
Wow, that's crazy.
Interesting.
Anyway, number 5, Anti-Hero. Number 4, Our Song. Number 3, Love Story. Number 2, Shake It Off. And number 1, Blank Space.
Alrighty. Here's my top 5 through 1. I did remember it in this order because I was like, these are the best, and then I kept doing it. Number 5, Teardrops on My Guitar.
Yeah, why? Country song, man. I'm telling you, Country Taylor was just better.
Country Taylor she hit different, I will say. Number 4, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. Never ever ever getting back together. Number 3, Shake It Off. Of course, you gotta have Shake It Off. That was like when she first came out with her pop stuff. Like she went away for a little bit.
And
then I remember she performed at some like Video Music Awards, and that was the first I ever heard the song. And she wore like some frilly dress. It was like Shake It Off. I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, there you go. Shake It Off, number 3. Number 2, Love Story. Absolutely, great song.
Solid.
You're at the it's a typical Tuesday night. They're playing that at the K-State game.
Yeah, it's banger.
And number 1, just a classic.
Wait, Truman, that's not Love Story.
What?
No, Love Story is
love story,
the one about
baby,
Romeo and Juliet.
Say yes. That's the same
Say
song.
Yes.
That's the same song. No, that's Love Story.
Wait.
What song are you thinking of?
No, you're thinking of You Belong With Me, dude.
I am thinking of You Belong With Me.
Swifties, get this ass. Sawyer, get his ass.
Oh.
Love Story is the Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, okay. I was getting those mixed together. Damn, you're right. Sorry. You Belong
Get
With
him,
Me
Swifties.
is You Belong With Me belongs to that number 2 slot, but I did have Love Story, so it goes number 2. Number 1, Our Song. Come on. Oh, and Our Song is the Slam of Swing Doors. Creeping out late.
It's a slapper.
Knocking on your window. When you're on the phone,
They
and you talk real slow. Because it's late and your mama don't know. Yeah, absolutely.
It's just a slap and a half. I'll tell you right now.
So yeah, 5 through 1, Teardrops on My Guitar, Never Ever Getting Back Together. Number 3, Shake It Off. Number 2, Love Story. Number 1, Our Song.
Yeah, remember, Swifties, that Truman thought that You Belong With Me was Love Song.
I'm sorry.
Please get his ass.
I'm sorry. And I
Love
believe,
Story,
and I like You Belong With Me better than I like Love Story. I'll say it. That's like cringe. Because that came out like when we were like really like in like middle school. Like
when we were in the
starting
trenches,
to discover relationships, you know. It came
yeah,
at like the
I
right
understand
time.
why you're cringe and wrong, but it's fine.
Okay, all right. Hey guys, we appreciate you for being here. We appreciate you for hanging out. Hey, if you guys are listening on YouTube or Spotify, and you guys wanted to like listen to it the other way, you guys wanted to see our beautiful faces on YouTube, you could go over there. You can make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you would rather listen to it, you head over to Spotify. If you don't want to see our faces. If you want to be able to lock your screen and you don't have YouTube Premium, we understand. But wherever you are, make sure to rate us, like us, subscribe, follow, do all the stuff. Twitter.com, Owen Gosh Dominant. Twitter.com, Steam Machine. TikTok. Man, I haven't posted on TikTok in so long. I want to get back into TikTok, but man, TikTok is such a
it's hard with your
harder
new job.
grind than Twitter. Twitter, I can just tweet. I just say my thoughts. I just be saying stuff. I just saying whatever.
Yeah, with TikTok, you have to form coherent thoughts, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back into it. I'm gonna try to get back into some TikTok, some good TikTok stuff. But above all else,
when you're
guys,
tweeting, it's blah blah blah, send tweet.
Exactly. Lions don't care. Sheep opinions. Sheep lions care so much. Hey guys, we appreciate you for being here. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.